Being away from home is emotionally and physically taxing. I think that is why we are recommended to write home often. They would set out boxes of cards for us to use, mostly birthdays and holidays. I never really had anyone to write to. My section was my family, and nobody at home really needed to hear from me. I never really paid the cards much attention till one of my buddies had sat down with one and was going to write his mom a Christmas card. There was a certain difference between this card and all of the other cards I had seen being used before. This had an image of a snowy mountain and a small lodge town glowing with Christmas lights and decorations. I asked if I could have this card and handed the box to him so he could pick another. I sat staring at this image on the card. It transported me to someplace warm and cozy. I decided every time a new box of cards was put out, I would be the first to look at them. I wanted to find more and piece together this little town. It was not hard to find them in that big box. Even though they were different images, they were clearly the same. I collected as many as I could during my last tour. I was not sure I would stick around for another, but these cards made my mind up for me. I had to find the artist of these cards. I spent the remaining days asking around for the location of where these boxes were coming from. I finally got an organization that compiled different donations from different people and churches. I thought I had hit the end of the line when one of the ladies who regularly packs the boxes stopped me on my way out. She asked to see the cards and thought she may recognize them if it was from her region. She scanned through the cards and finally came across the small town. She led me to a back room filled to the brim with boxes. She then pulled a box down and rummaged through it till she found a card with the similar style of image. She gave me the card and the name of the church that had sent those boxes in. I took no time at all flying out to the church. It was tucked right next to those mountains on my card. I knew I should have called first, but I was so close. I entered the church and found the pastor. He did not recognize the card, but said it looked like their small town. He said a group of ladies get together to do ministry and sometimes service projects. And no, he would not give me their names. I could, however, come to their meeting next week and ask them if they might recognize the creator's work. It was an excruciating week, my mind constantly flipping between the cards as I walked through the town, discovering all of the images in real life, only slightly different than the artist's renditions. I was nervous walking into the church's basement, all of my thoughts and feelings coming to an all-time high. I walked in and the ladies looked up. "Hi," I stuttered. They all smiled, some nodded, and went back to their work. I didn't trust my voice anymore, so I just held up the cards. The youngest lady in the group, a teenager, gasped and jabbed the lady next to her. She turned to yell at her and noticed the cards, her eyes growing wide with a smile. "Well, I never thought I would see those again."